ambassador to the United Nations. She's very articulate and forceful and thoughtful. But I also join her and the speaker and others wanting to make sure that we can get President Trump's agenda passed through the House.
No word on a new nominee. Federal authorities are identifying the suspect, an MS-13 gang leader arrested early in the morning in a raid in Virginia. Fox's David Spunt.
His name is Henry Josue Villatoro Santos, 24 years old, arrested at an apartment complex about 40 minutes southwest of Washington.
Authorities say he's an illegal immigrant from El Salvador. America's listening to Fox News.
Your 710 KURV AccuWeather forecast. A flood watch remains in effect through tomorrow morning. Cloudy and warm this evening. Couple of showers and a heavy thunderstorm. Storms could bring damaging winds, flash flooding, and hail. Expect a nighttime low of 73. A cloudy morning tomorrow with a thunderstorm in parts of the area. Then clouds and sun for the afternoon. Tomorrow's high 83 to 87. Very warm Saturday. Humid, sunshine, and a few clouds. High 89 to 95. I'm AccuWeather's Drew Shannon on the Valley's official weather station, 710 KURV.
This is your news, weather, and talk station. News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
News Talk 710 KURV.
.45 is the time, 4:45. Well, tonight, AccuWeather says, not surprisingly, cloudy and warm with a couple of showers and a heavy thunderstorm. Actually, we'll belay this because the top of the next hour, the beginning of the next hour, which is in about 15 minutes, we will go to AccuWeather Live. And then very, very quickly, the weather becomes, the threat is not rainfall, it's high humidity and a blazing sun. There's also let me get this back up on my phone. National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning in effect for us until 6:30 tonight. A flash flood warning in effect for us until 6:30 tonight. They say this is a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you're fleeing an area subject to flooding and are under an evacuation order. Now, I'm no expert on all this stuff, but these, like, watch out, your life is endangered things we get from the Weather Service, that's not common. This is not something they throw around, so take it seriously. And as we heard from AccuWeather earlier on in this hour, let's see, got so many figures written down. From 3 until 4 today, 4.2 inches of rain fell in McAllen. 4.2 inches of rain fell in McAllen. And that's just a whole lot more than typically falls, and it fell real fast. And so I was going to call Sonny Hinojosa, the water guru, earlier before the skies opened up, because the rainfall we've been having makes me go, well, what's this do to our water picture? And sure enough, he's on the line. Sonny Hinojosa you're still with Irrigation District number 2 in Hidalgo County, and you're paid to watch all this stuff. So what is this? Can you say what this is going to do, or what you think it'll do?
Well, thank you for having me this afternoon, Davis. And what it'll do is it'll cut back our demand immensely from the releases being made out of Falcon Reservoir. You know, in just the last 24 hours, we've gone from releasing 2,400 acre feet per day to 1,050 acre feet, and I would suspect after today's rain, they may even go back to zero release, until basically municipal water is being needed. Because right now, I think everyone's gotten a pretty good soaking, both Hidalgo and Cameron County and Willacy. So it'll shut us down for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. So that's good. It'll keep the reservoirs or our supply from dropping, which it had been dropping. It steadily increased in the drop. But we were losing this last report, 12,000 acre feet in a 1 week's period, and prior to that 7,000 acre feet, and the week prior to that was 1,000. Because it's just that time of year where our crops need the rain, need the water. So yeah, it'll shut things down for a little bit.
What is I guess in the fields, as they say, now that needs water or needed water?
Right now is our row crops, our spring and summer crops, is grain, sorghum, cotton, corn, for the most part.
And the cotton bolls,
And
I want to make them. The cotton bolls are not open, so this will not ruin cotton. It'll just help it grow.
Exactly, yes. And there's not a whole lot of acreage planted, this year because of the shortage we've been experiencing. But there are some fields out there that are being watered. So this will help, tremendously.
Lastly, I have to wrap this up a little faster than I anticipated. Do we know what this does to Mexico? Do they have the same reporting mechanisms we do?
I would suspect that they do. And this rain came across from the Mexican side, so they should have benefited as well.
All right.
I don't know right across the river from us, and there's the 2 irrigation districts down here, but most of the rain came right like around Falcon Dam and downstream. In fact, right below the dam, that was some very good reports of rainfall. So that should be coming down the river. Hopefully we get to, utilize most of it and not have it go unused to the Gulf. But that is going to happen anyway, because this rain caught us right when we're, picking up steam and releasing water.
Sonny Hinojosa, thank you very much for being with us this hour. We certainly appreciate it. And you know us, we may be calling you again shortly. But don't think so. But thank you very much for being so responsive. You're listening to the 956 Drive Home here on 710 KURV.
The voice of the next generation of conservatives.
The Charlie Kirk Show, weeknights at 8 on News Talk 710 KURV, KURV.com, and on the Radio Potami app.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-335-2299. That's 800-335-2299.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call on the Cal at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Nothing beats those 3 favorite sounds of any outdoor cook. That perfect blend of rubs and spices, that oak wood and charcoal catching heat, and the sound of fresh meat hitting the grill. At South Texas Outdoor Kitchens, we know barbecue isn't just cooking, it's a way of life. Whether you're smoking a brisket low and slow, firing up some fajitas, or barbecuing the perfect rack of ribs, we've got the pits for you. From pellet grills like Traeger and Yoder smokers, Big Green Egg and Rectech, we are the premier barbecue supply headquarters in the RGV. Plus a huge selection of wood, pellets, charcoal, rubs, spices, and supplies to take your barbecue to the next level. Stoke on the expressway across from the Shrine in San Juan. South Texas Outdoor Kitchens, because nothing beats the sound of good food, good company, and a fire that's always burning.
The Rio Grande Valley's news, weather, and talk station. News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
News Talk 710 KURV.
You're listening to the 956 Drive Home here on 710 KURV. I'm Davis Rankin. It's 4:53. Rick Saldana is the... Well, Rick, what are you for Hidalgo County?
I'm the emergency management coordinator for Hidalgo County.
Okay. Well, you have a lot of coordinating to do this afternoon. What's the situation?
Right now, we're currently on a flash flood warning for our area. Right now, we've received probably over 6 inches of rain in just an hour and a half. Our expressway feeder roads are underwater.
Oh.
Basically, from Alamo West, we've already had several vehicles stranded in those floodwaters. Please avoid the expressway and the feeder roads. Find an alternative route home. Be patient. There's a lot of traffic backup. We need to make sure that everybody gets home safely. Avoid the feeder roads along the expressway.
This may be obvious to other people, but if someone is listening and they are on a feeder road or they've drowned their engine, do they have to arrange for their own getting out of that problem, right? That's not something the county's going to take care of.
No, it's going to be on their own. The local fire department to the municipality is going to go there. They're going to remove them out of their vehicle, and they're going to call a record. It's on them.
So you may be extracted from your vehicle, but you're going to get a bill for hauling your vehicle, which
Right.
makes sense.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
let me repeat this: from the expressway from Alamo West, the expressway feeder
Yes.
roads are underwater. I'm assuming then the cars are stalled as a consequence, hither and yon.
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
you want people to avoid, obviously, the feeder roads and avoid the
Yes, sir.
expressway too.
If possible, yes.
Does the expressway flood?
No, the expressway is not flooding, but it's going to be difficult for them to get on the expressway because those feeder roads are flooded.
Huh. Does this happen with the slightest rain, or just it really has to rain like this event right here?
It has to rain. It has to rain just like this.
Do-
We had this occur back in 2018, and significant rainfall, and back in the 2015, 2016 floods also.
Let me ask some kind of questions out of random questions. 107, the one that runs east and west through Edinburgh, Edcalchelso, Santa Rosa. Do you know what condition that's in?
We have not gotten any reports of any flooding in that area. Those are usually pretty good.
What about west of Mission on the expressway, on into Star?
Everything is flooded. I got a lot of flooding in Peñitas, Sullivan City area. We had debris in the Sullivan City area when that first tornado warning came up. They had some winds go through there and knock a bunch of debris out of the roadway. I know Starr County has been having issues with flooding also. Also, all along the military, up 755 and 1017, the roads were extremely soaked with rain. I don't know about now, but around 2:30 this afternoon, we were having that issue.
You say 755, and what was the other one?
1017.
Well, forgive me. What are their names? I don't know my number.
Those are that's what they are.
All right.
The State Highway 755 and State Highway 1017.
All right.
The ones leading out of Starr County, out of the Rio Grande City, heading towards 281, and then 1017 from San Isidro to 281.
Okay. All right. What about what the people still call it the military highway? I know it has a number, but I don't know what it is.
Sir. Yeah, yes, sir. Military highway, yes, sir.
Well, that's a low-lying area, isn't it?
Yeah, but we haven't got any reports from them.
Okay.
From that area.
So, any idea how long it's going to be before things clear up along the expressway? No.
It'll be a while before it rains, but we're supposed to be getting another batch of rain here in about an hour. In about 2 hours.
All right.
From the forecast models we've seen.
All right. Rick Saldana is the Emergency Management Coordinator of Hidalgo County. Rick, thank you very much. We much appreciate it. Appreciate the work you're doing for all of us. You're listening to the 9-5 6 drive home here on 710 KURV.
Maximize your home workouts with the top equipment you will only find at Hest Fitness Products, 3501 North 10th Street in McAllen. Locally owned, Albert the owner, born and raised in Weslaco. His passion for our Valley family is that you look better, feel better, as the team of fitness consultants that will custom fit the exercise equipment that you will use. Home exercise equipment you will not find anywhere else with the top warranties, plus white glove delivery and assembly. Hest Fitness, 3501 North 10th Street, McAllen.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Teclo Garcia, Mission Economic Development.
Mission's December sales tax collections were 28% higher than they were last December. That's about $160 million worth of sales in Mission 1 month. That's a record.
This impressive double-digit, just crazy numbers.
And I wasn't part of this. My wife didn't give me anything. I mean, what she should have been spending money, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't
let it go, man.
No, but Mission did a cadre of small businesses that have opened, so they're thriving. When we see these numbers go up, this is an indication of their performance. We know our unemployment rate is low, and we've created jobs. Mission has created 1,000 jobs in the last year. The Ruby Red Ventures Build Mission Fund is where we put out a call to small businesses who want assistance, and they apply. We had about $220,000 to distribute. We had about 100 applicants, and 16 had the best pitch, working capital for their businesses here in Mission.
Contact the Mission Economic Development Corporation to start your business in Mission at missionedc.com. Your mission starts here.
History is unfolding, and you're listening to it on News Talk 710 KURV, Edinburgh, McAllen, Harlingen, Brownsville.
He's issued a temporary restraining order. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. A judge says he has told members of the Trump administration to preserve the text they sent on Signal about plans to attack Houthi rebels in Yemen.
The nonprofit American Oversight is demanding the Trump administration not delete Signal messages about military planning. The organization filed a lawsuit saying the government relied on unauthorized use of Signal for sensitive national security decision-making. The judge says he will only order the government to preserve all Signal communications between March 11th and 15th. That's around the time frame concerning the imminent military action in Yemen. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz has said he takes responsibility for adding a journalist to the Signal chat, which outlined bombing raids on the Houthis.
Fox's Jill Nato in Washington. The Atlantic published the chat yesterday. A reported member of the El Salvadoran gang MS-13 arrested in Virginia early this morning. Henry Josue Villatoro Santos charged with illegal gun possession after agents found firearms during a search of his home. He's described as one of the gang's top 3 leaders in the U.S.
The most important thing, all of our agents were safe this morning, all of our law enforcement officers, and the bad guy is in jail. That's what matters. That's what happened. America is safer today.
Attorney General Pam Bondi, the arrest was a joint operation involving the FBI, ATF, ICE, Virginia State Police, and the Prince William County, Virginia Police. Wall Street drifted into the red as President Trump's announcement of auto tariffs hurt General Motors, but Tesla and Rivian rallied. The Dow lost 155, the NASDAQ minus 94, the S&P off 18. Britain's King Charles III briefly hospitalized for observation related to his scheduled cancer treatment. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
We're out of bottled water again.
That's nuts. I just bought a case of water last time I went shopping.
I'm not drinking tap water.
We need a better solution.
Call Culligan.
Hey, Culligan man.
Stop buying little bottles of water at the store. Our Culligan drinking water system makes an almost unlimited supply of fresher, cleaner water that tastes pure. It's bottled water without the bottles. For better water, go to CulliganRGV.com or call 956-399-1780.
Beer is a personal thing. It has to taste good. It has to bring people together, and it has to stand for something. When you believe in something bigger than yourself, you fight for it. You build it. you share it. At 5x5 Brewing Company, we stand for brotherhood, tradition, and the relentless pursuit of great beer. We're a battle-tested craft beer brewed right here in the RGV. From the smooth and light Moorfield Blonde to the bold and refreshing Los Vaqueros, every sip stands for something. Whether you're gearing up for a backyard barbecue, a weekend on the water, or just kicking back after a long day, 5x5 beer is always ready for duty. Now you can grab your favorite 5x5 beer at any bar or restaurant, Specs, and HEB in the RGV. 5x5 Brewing Company. Battle born, Texas made, veteran owned. Stand for something. Please enjoy responsibly. 5x5 Brewing Company, Mission, Texas.
Ristica and Sons, you're in good company.
Ristica & Sons has been installing glass in the valley for 60 years. That means they'll be here tomorrow to finish the job. Top-rate quality workmanship and attention to detail unsurpassed. You can't stay in business for 60 years unless you're doing it right. You might get it cheaper, but you won't get it better. Ristica & Sons, the glass specialists of the valley. 403 East Expressway, San Juan, 781-3840.
Ristica and Sons, you're in good company.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the calendar at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Hi, I'm Mark Johnson with DLJ Commercial Roofing. My father, Dale Johnson, learned the roofing trade from his father, Clyde, who started working as a roofer after World War II. Today, my dad and I continue the family tradition of roofing here in the Rio Grande Valley. Do you have a low to flat pitch commercial or residential roof leak? Well, we specialize in low to flat pitch commercial and residential roof leaks. Are you interested in an alternative to tearing off your roof? A coating system can be as much as 30 to 50% less than a roof tear-off or replacement. Do you want to save money on your electricity bill? Our coatings reflect sunlight, cool your building, and reduce energy consumption. At DLJ Commercial Roofing, we do it right or not at all. We are your roof repair and leak specialist. Please visit www.dljcoatings.com or call Dale at 956-655-6178. Again, 956-655-6178 to learn more.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Broadcasting from the Valley's commercial and fleet headquarters studio at PayneAutoGroup.com. You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV.
Thank you for being with us, everybody. Thank you for tuning back in, or thank you for tuning in. You're listening to the 956 Drive Home here on 710 KURV. The news of the day, the news of the moment is this tremendously heavy rainfall we've been enjoying here in the Rio Grande Valley, and we'll enjoy for a little bit longer. And then, of course, it's going to turn miserably hot. Here to tell us what's what is Bob Larson of AccuWeather. So, Bob, what's the 411? Is anything happened in the last hour?
Yeah, it's very, very slow progression to the east of this torrential rain, Davis. Since we last spoke, the core of the heaviest rain now east of McAllen, and it extends as far east as near and just north of Harlingen, and certainly in northward from there to about Raymondville. Mm-hmm. I also seeing not that much in the way of rain around Brownsville just yet, just a couple of passing showers. They've had trace amounts officially in Brownsville this afternoon, but terribly heavy rains moved through there this morning. They got their downpours this morning. We're getting in and around McAllen here this afternoon with this latest surge of heavy rain, again, slowly progressing to the east. Not yet over in McAllen. We spoke last hour about how there was 4.2 inches of rain in just 1 hour. That next hour, there was 2.05 inches of rain. So that's 6.25 inches of rain, 6.25 in a 2-hour period between 3 and 5 o'clock Central Time this afternoon. So that's just an incredible amount of rain, which is leading to widespread flooding issues, flash flooding. In fact, the Weather Service is now describing this as potentially life-threatening flash flooding. So this is a serious matter. This much rain in this short period of time causes infinite trouble.
The Weather Service, the National Weather Service, does not use that sort of language lightly, right?
No, you're exactly right. That's an attention grabber right there for sure. If there's any positive that I can glean from this here in the short term is that as of this moment, there are no longer any tornado warnings in effect. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, yet obviously flash flood warnings in the entire region under a flood watch until 7 a.m. on Friday. So we're not yet out of the woods. The heaviest rains, the worst of the storms gradually shifting east here over the next few hours. The greatest threat, again, is the flooding rain. Also with that comes the potential for wind gusts that can reach 60, 70 miles per hour. Have not seen too many direct reports of large hail, but they are indicating that there's potential for nickel-size hail with these storms as they work their way through the area.
Well, I told you last hour as I drove to the studio, I guess it'd be 2 hours ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I stopped stopped at the intersection just east of McAllen High School on Bicentennial, and I swear I heard the clatter of little bits of ice. I couldn't see anything. It didn't bang on any metal, but it wasn't something I'm used to hearing. So I guess that little.
Yeah, I'm sure that was hail. I can't officially confirm it, obviously, but that very much, no pun intended, sounds like hail coming through. I mean, one thing's the intensity of the rain, but there's a distinctive, different sound you get from hail versus heavy rain.
So this band of weather that's working its way out of Mexico from west to east is now extending from east of McAllen to up near Raymondville and then down to Harlingen. Am I right?
Yeah, that's where the worst of it is. Just east of McAllen to near and just north of Harlingen, north from there to Raymondville, and northeast from there to about Port Mansfield near the coast.
Okay.
But extreme southeastern Texas, Port Isabel, Brownsville, Bayview, really not that much rain so far this afternoon, just passing showers. Of course, as I mentioned, they got drenched there this morning. And it's not just McAllen. From earlier this afternoon, we've seen numerous rain totals of 5, 6, 7, 8 inches, just incredible amounts of rain in a short period of time. And again, just to put things in perspective, for a typical month of March, entire month, we would see about 1.38 inches of rain. And prior to yesterday, there was no measurable rain. 8,100 yesterday and several inches of rain today. Just incredible amounts of rain. Of course, it's been a dry coming out of winter. It's been an overall dry winter season now into spring since New Year's Day through yesterday. Slightly more than an inch and a half prior to today's deluge.
So do we light a candle and pray for this sort of activity to continue, or what?
It'd be nice if we could get this rain to fall a little less intense and spread out over more time, but it certainly does help.
Yeah.
No doubt, it helps the reservoirs and fill them up as we head into what traditionally is a more dry time of the year until we get into the tropical season. And typically we don't get our most widespread rains until we have some sort of tropical connection, as we know. But it's not the only way they would rain in the late spring and summer, but that's oftentimes when we get our best rains. So this is certainly good news as we head into the deeper into the spring season.
Yep, roger that. Bob Larson, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. And if we need to, we'll be calling you back. Bob Larson with
absolutely. We'll be here to talk about this some more because this is a very serious matter, no doubt, Davis.
All right. Bob Larson with AccuWeather. Again, the troublemaker or the gift giver from just east of McAllen now up to Raymondville-ish and then down like around Harlingen, moving generally east. Last 3 to 4, was it? Yeah, from 3 to 4, we had 4.2 inches of rain. And then from 3 to 5, 6.25 inches of rain in McAllen. So, and the Weather Service is saying, watch out. Watch out for flooded roads. These are life-threatening events, although, we don't think of it that way probably, but they are. National Weather Service is saying a flash flood warning is in effect until 6:30 today. Dangerous, life-threatening. Don't try to travel unless you're fleeing to an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. And avoid the expressway, generally in Hidalgo County, I could say, and certainly the access roads, because those feeder roads are covered with water and stalled vehicles. You're listening to the 956 Drive Home on 710 KURV.
This is a 710 KURV weather alert.
Want to break into what Dr. Gelman is telling us to tell you. There's a tornado alert that includes Westaco, Mercedes, Progreso until 5:45 this afternoon. They're telling us tornado, granizo is hail, correct? And from 5 up until 5:45 this evening, from roughly just between Westaco and Donna, all the way up to more northeast of Mercedes, down the Hidalgo County line, down to Santa Maria, and then west, taking in Progreso. Tornado alert, be alert. Stay tuned here for the latest information, life-saving information here on 710 KURV.
Are you concerned with AMD? Now, protecting your eyes is easier thanks to New Nordic's Blueberry Eye Supplements. Available now at Amazon.com or NewNordicUSA.com.
You're on the air.
You're on the air. You're on the air.
Can't you see I'm on the air? This is News Talk 710 KURV. And this is Dr. Rachel Gelman's Vision, a closer look at the health of your eyesight. And now your host, Davis Rankin.
Indeed. Talking with Dr. Rachel Gelman, all the good stuff. I can't say that. So much of the good stuff takes place before the microphones are turned on. But you've got a treat in store. Every week, Dr. Rachel Gelman, who is a board-certified ophthalmologist and further fellowship trained in corneal surgery, has something new and whiz-bang and neat in the world of eyes. And she does it here. She delivers the news here a little after 5, and we stop a little before 5:30. Dr. Rachel Gelman practices medicine in the